Good morning, everyone. It is August the 4th, 2026. The next video I'm going to put up is another very interesting one. And that's how do we crack down on repeat offenders. And it's interesting because you have the federal government now has put more bail conditions on them and strengthened their rules there. But then you also have the provinces also that are strengthening their rules there because they have their own, each province has their own rules, so they do their own thing, and if they apply more rules, they apply more rules, as well as municipalities can also help out by changing our bylaws too. So you've got three levels of government that you have to work with within to work with the criminal system at the same time. But this is on BC, British Columbia. They apparently already have an established program which they're trying to expand for repeat offenders. And those who are very violent are probably going to get the harsher penalties. But they're also, I noticed that they are trying to figure out how to put in more mental health supports for those who are addicted and on mental health issues as well, in cracking down on their crime as well. So it's very good, and the fact that they're recognizing that you have those hardened criminals that are not mentally ill, and that's a separate group, so they need to be cracked down in a certain way as well. But they also realize that they have to deal with the mental health issues, so they're realizing that they're not lumping everybody in together here, which is really a good thing that I see. And as the woman in the film in the video is saying, literally, seeing is believing. Well, you promise this, promise that, it's going to get better. Well, I have to see it to believe it. So it's going to be very interesting to see how that works out. I'm looking forward to seeing how BC is going to handle it, because I know all the rest of the provinces and the federal government, we're all looking at what BC is going to do, and it'll be take some time before we figure out what's working, what's not working again. So that's what I'm saying. When you're dealing with things, it's always trial and error. So whatever works, I know the municipalities as well as the provinces, everyone looks at each other, and then we try and pick out what is working for the benefit of all of us, so that the crime is going down a bit, as saying, but we are having certain things that are upping at the same time. And one of the things that hasn't really been spoken about that I feel is bringing up is, again, we always talk about the Youth Offenders Act being too easy, just giving the kids a slap on the wrist and they're getting away with things. Well, it's not so much the problem with the kids, I feel. It's more the problem is because the hardened criminals that are not in the Youth Offenders Act, they're older than to be in the Youth Offenders Act, are recruiting the younger people to get into the criminal lifestyle, if you want to put it that way. And what I always feel is that these people who are enticing the young people into it, the criminal life, they're the ones that should have some rules and regulations, and they're the ones that need to be really cracked down on. And perhaps if we crack down on them harder, they would not be so enticed to go and get the young people involved in crime as well. Of course, that's just my opinion on it, but I just feel that maybe we're hitting the wrong ones. Because when the Youth Offenders Act was put up, there was a definite difference. People saw the difference between a hardened criminal over, say, 18, other than a younger person under 18 who's, as I've put in my previous videos, that you're going through a lot of turmoil with your hormones and everything else, and you're easily influenced as a teenager into doing things. So I just feel that, for my opinion, I just feel that those that are proven to be enticing the younger people into crime, they're the ones that have to have some more stricter rules and regulations on them as well. So I'm going to leave it there, everyone. Take care, be safe, watch your surroundings, and we'll talk again soon, and bye-bye.